this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decided whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
2nd down and 7.
On play action, it's Carr.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Carr. Open man is Noah Brown. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Dancing away at the 35. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Carr. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
From the 41, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. That O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's the 1st involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. He hits Adams complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Got him in. It's Brown.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Carr to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions now taking over late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
On first down, it's gone. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Goff throwing again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we see the down 2-0 Jonathan Coachman has our Eagles Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around now to check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And even though they got a halftime lead, they're likely revising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production on the passing game. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. On the ground, Jacob. And the ball is knocked out. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. Throwing now is Carr. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Carr going to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's left with no option here with the throw. So they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Goff on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were 3-point winners a week ago. They lead by 3 here as well as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the 44, Carr. This will be caught by Brown.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
They run out of the gun with Swift. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Goff on target to Hockenson for the Lion first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Swift. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll try it now with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On play action, now Carr. And this one is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Lions.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Goff and Williams hooking up there for the Lions first. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On first down, Goff. He'll find Reynolds over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he slings one that's incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing again is Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Here's Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Carr to throw.
Got a man, it's Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Throwing his Carr.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Carr
with their offensive coordinator now. Have to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down 16-14, a little over 50 seconds remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Goff.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Goff now to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.